Hi everybody, so it's Monday night, and to start off a new week of meals here on the SeeSaw, we're having a burger night. So these are mine and Caleb's. These are the muscle food, grass-fed, free-range burgers. Look really delicious. We haven't tried these before, and I've just put a slice, I've grilled them and then put a slice of cheese over the top. Tony's having the Aldi chicken thigh fillet burgers. These are the frozen ones from Aldi. We've got a big pan of active fried chips there. We've got some mushrooms and onions in there. And then if we head over here, we've got some of the both in one rolls, so the 50-50 rolls. We've got some chopped tomatoes, some lettuce, and then a range of sauces depending on what people want on or in or with their burger. So yeah, we're having burgers for our Monday night supper. Hi everybody, so it is Wednesday night, and for midweek supper we've got bangers and mash with veg. So this is Caleb's plate. He's got 3 of the sausages, steamed veg, mashed potatoes, and he's got 2 of these little stuffing balls which are his favourites. He will just eat those cold. They were left over from our roast dinner, and he's had some with his lunches this week, just cold like a snack. But I've decided to put these 2 on his plate as I know he'll enjoy those with his sausage and mash. And then that is mine. The difference with mine is I've got some sautéed onions on the side of mine. I think you shouldn't be able to have sausage without having onions with it. So these sausages are the muscle food sausages, the lean sausages. They're quite thin, a bit thicker than a chipolata, but obviously not as thick as a normal sausage. But I will actually show you over here. So I cooked them in the oven, and you can see there isn't any fat at all laying on the pan here. They just cooked, nothing comes out of them at all. So really good sausages, really tasty. And those are the ones we got in our muscle food hamper. But you can buy them just separately from muscle food as well, and they are 188 calories for 3 sausages, so for a sausage it's actually quite decent calorie wise. So yeah, looking forward to these for our Wednesday night sausage supper. Hi everybody, so it's Thursday night. We're just getting ready to watch the big night in, the comedy and sport and music special on the TV, and so we're having a cheeky Thursday night steak dinner. So these are the sirloin steaks that we got in our muscle food hamper. They look really delicious actually. I've just cut Caleb's up. He has his cooked slightly better, more than I do. Not better, more than I do. But it absolutely looks delicious. And I had a little taste off the end of his, and it was really melt in your mouth sort of taste. We've got a treat of some onion rings. I've got some mushrooms. They're just regular close cut mushrooms this week. As I opened the punnet, they are huge, so these are really big nice slices of mushroom, which is great. Some homemade chips and a few garden peas in there. So that's mine, and that's Caleb's, and Tony has exactly the same meal as us, except he's got pork steak rather than beef steak. So off to enjoy this while we watch the big night in celebration on TV. It's a fundraiser thing, isn't it? But I'm quite looking forward to that because some of my favourites are included in the lineup for that tonight. So, yep, off to enjoy this Thursday night steak dinner. Hi everybody, so it's Friday night. Nearly said Thursday, thank goodness it's not. And I had to think on my feet a little bit tonight because we were due to have stir-fried ginger chicken and noodles, which is kind of an Asian Oriental sort of dish. And we forgot to get the chicken out of the freezer yesterday, and there wasn't time to properly defrost it today and to have it ready for making dinner. And so we've got a bit of a split dinner. Yesterday I made a delicious bowl of chicken noodle soup, which was a kind of Asian style soup rather than an American style chicken noodle soup. I have done a recipe video for that, so by the time I post this that should be online. If you're interested. But I had some for lunch yesterday and today, and there was plenty left over. It made a big batch, and so Tony and I are just having that kind of without too much of the brothy bit, so it is still like a chicken and noodle dish with lots of veggies in. It's got carrots, corn, peppers, broccoli and onions, and little pieces of chopped up chicken thigh. It was all cooked in a broth, with some dried egg noodles added for the last few minutes. So we are having that. Now, when I made that, I had a couple of the little chicken thighs left over, which I was going to throw in with the stir fry tonight. So I've just cooked those up for Caleb. So I just cooked them in the pan. He's got chicken thighs. He's got some rice with cheese on, and then he's got some beetroot and some cucumber. So a bit of a split dinner tonight. Not quite what I had planned, but thank goodness for leftovers. We would have had something in the freezer we could have rustled up for dinner. If I hadn't had this to turn to, but I felt as we were going to have chicken and noodles, this was a pretty close, a pretty good substitute for what we originally planned to have. But yep, that's our Friday night supper. Hi everybody, so it's Saturday evening and we're having sort of a take on brinner. So this is a ham, egg and cheese casserole. Quite common in the States to have breakfast casseroles. And so this is a variation. It's kind of like a baked omelette really, with ham, egg and cheese. I've done a recipe video for that, so you should find that if you look in my recipes playlist, you should find that, or just look back a couple of videos, it will be in the last week. I've got some sauteed mushrooms, some baked beans and some croissants, which I just put in the oven to warm through while the cheese was melting on the top of the casserole. And then we've got with it some fruit salad that Caleb made for us, so it's got fresh strawberries, grapes, apples and bananas, and then it's got some canned mandarins and peaches. So it's just a blend of different fruits. We'll have some with our dinner here tonight, and then we'll have some for snacking on tomorrow. So off to enjoy a variation on a brinner for Saturday night. Hi everybody, so it's Sunday evening, and Caleb, what have we got for dinner tonight?
We've got ribs, mashed potatoes, sweet corn and peas.
Peas, and then we've got a few chicken strips that we had in the freezer. And why have we got that for dinner tonight?
Because I was allowed to choose what we had for dinner on Sunday, and this what I said on my thing work on Friday, my school work on Friday. I had to label my favourite dinner in French, and I had this in French.
Oh, okay. So cool. Have you had a good day?
Yeah.
What did we do fun today?
We played a game of Monopoly which took 2 hours and a half.
It's the first time you playing big Monopoly, wasn't it?
And I won.
And you won, yes. You got all the millions.
Yeah, I started making hotels and apartments and owning them.
You dominated really, didn't you?
And if you landed on one of my hotels was 20 million Monopoly pounds.
Right.
And one of my other hotels was 15 million Monopoly pounds.
Yeah, you were the winner.
And Daddy kept landing on each of them.
So you ready for your ribs dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also building Lego behind me.
You're building Lego?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've had a good day playing Monopoly. We went for a nice walk, building Lego. Had a busy day.
Yep.
So let's get stuck into our ribs.
Yep. Bye.